Hello everybody, my name is Flame, and welcome to The Sims 4 100 Baby Challenge, episode point 5, because I have not officially started it yet, but as you can see on screen, I have already created our first monarch, and I redesigned a little bit of her house that I'm going to be using, and I also did one more thing that you will see in a couple of minutes. But first, I wanted to go over what the 100 Baby Challenge is if you somehow have no idea what it is. Basically, what it is a Sims 4 challenge in which you need to house 100 babies. uh, you start off with one monarch who is going to basically have as many children as she can, and then when she eventually cannot have any more children, you will move on to one of her children and continue the game until you have had 100 children. Uh, so, for this challenge, I am not going to be allowing myself any cheats, so I will not be allowed to enhance the chances of getting triplets. I will not be able to uh, make the pregnancy go faster, anything like that. Uh, and the other rules that just don't really matter is that obviously no money cheats, really just any cheats just aren't allowed. Besides that, there's really nothing else that I kind of did. When I was designing Dawn, who is going to be our monarch, I actually randomized her name, so I didn't actually see it until really right now because I wasn't really paying attention to it. I didn't really have an idea in mind for her when I was creating her. It was mostly just, does this look good? But I ended up going with kind of this kind of mom look, I guess is how I would describe her. Uh, but yeah, that was basically all it was when I was designing Dawn. Uh, Actually, making her was actually a lot of fun because I've been really enjoying Create a Sim, just everything Create a Sim, the last little while. So making her was really fun. I recently got the Island Adventure and the Cats and Dogs pack. So you might notice that I'm using a lot of clothing items from those two packs, and also you'll see just pretty soon that I also decided to use Sulani as my base, um, as like my base house. Now the thing is with Sulani, I did end up kind of redesigning the house, like the base house, just a little bit in just like the overworld build without like using my own money and stuff. That was only because there is just a lot of it that was really just not really my favorite, and I basically just wanted to make it at least look decent. You'll see that I don't really change much about it. It was just changing parts of it, and I know I'm talking about this while I'm still working on Dawn, but there's not really much else to say about Dawn. Just basically I just randomized her sim to get a base, so her skin tone, face shape, eye color, all of that I did not change. The only thing I changed was her hair, and I think I changed her hair color, but everything else I kept the same. But that was really interesting. uh, you'll see I kind of gave up once I got to the cold weather outfit because since she's gonna be living in Solani, she's never gonna wear it. Plus, I don't even have seasons, so it doesn't matter anyway. Uh, Honestly, I do really enjoy her base outfit. You'll also see that I just randomized her likes and dislikes. You see, I kind of pause on her just so you can kind of get an overview of what she looks like. Um, and now we're about to move on to the house. Sorry if I'm a little off. We're moving on to the house. Basically, all I did, you'll kind of see, is I just took the house, uh, rearranged very few items actually. The only thing I really moved was the bed, and I turned the second bedroom into a kid's room, and that was really just for simplicity's sake, but also I feel like it might have been a little cheaty, but even still, I still did it just cuz. It's my challenge. I can do what I want. Redesigning this house was actually really fun because I am not a builder in The Sims. Very much not. I will never ever claim to be until I get better. Until at the very least I get better at it. Um, but building, but like redesigning builds in The Sims, and just making them better is actually really fun. You'll see I'm rearranging the bedroom. I'm adding a dresser because for some reason this house just didn't have one, which was super weird. I'm adding a mirror. I added the bedside tables. I changed the bed to one of the ones from Island Adventures. I didn't actually change anything in the bathroom. I ended up just putting in a different carpet. I was gonna move the dining. I kind of moved the dining table around, but that was when I realized that there was no living room in this house for some reason. So you'll see I ended up adding a couch and a TV, and then I moved the dining table once again just to make it a little bit more like bearable. I don't actually have a coffee table because unfortunately, where it was there just wasn't room because I wanted to keep the dining room in front of the kitchen, but that was like really hard. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think it might have been better if I moved the dining table to where I put the living room and then put the living room right there. But like I feel like walking straight, there's just so much open space. Like open concepts just make me sad. I don't like open concepts in The Sims because it's so hard to fill up the space without it looking like you either just put a whole bunch of stuff in it or added a whole bunch of or just like adding a whole bunch of clutter or anything along those lines. You'll see that I also add a swing set. This is for no reason in particular. I just kind of wanted to add a swing set. um, I'm at this point. I'm pretty much done with everything outside. There was only one more thing I wanted to add, which was a chess table. And the only reason I had the chess table is because I wanted to actually add stuff to this porch, but I didn't want to like cheat a whole bunch of stuff in. So I ended up just adding the chess table. You'll see quick overview. I didn't change anything aside from some of the items inside the house, and then I added a crib and a high chair. That was about it. Now though, we're going on to Brady. So this was the little like secret that I mentioned. I actually created Dawn's suitor. Now, there's nothing in the rules of the 100 Baby Challenge that said you can't create your suitor, but I'm pretty sure there's a rule that you can't already have a husband slash fiance in your household. I think you have to start alone. I think that's what it is. Um, but I decided, hey, I'm gonna make my suitor anyway because I wanted my suitor to be a mermaid. That's not really for any reason in particular. I just wanted a suitor to be a mermaid because I like messing around with the mermaids. Um, so just like Dawn, I didn't really have like a set plan when I made him. But I ended up making him this like kind of nerdy, uh, like wanting to know about humans style like mermaid, which was actually really funny. You'll also see that in all of his outfits, I made something green in all of his outfits. I go back to this later, but I also add that leaf bracelet on his left wrist for all of his outfits, including his mermaid form. But I thought it was actually really funny, cause I put green in one of his outfits on accident, and then I was like, yeah. Also, for some reason, his hair didn't change in all of his outfits when I changed it, because I guess I must have changed it in formal then or something, because his hair didn't change and I was confused. But it's funny because I did the green on accident, I think in his athletic wear, and then I just carried it over to all of his other outfits because I like the idea that he's this nerd that wants to like learn about humans, but also doesn't want to like disconnect himself from his origins as a mermaid. Um, and then you'll see I'm working on his mermaid form, which I added the leaf bracelet, like I said, and then I gave him a green, and then I used one of the tails to make it green, just because to make it more apparent as to why I put green in all of his outfits. Then I gave him the bracelet, as you see right here, in all of his outfits, except for the two that had long sleeves, because for some reason bracelets don't go over sleeves. And then I gave him a dog. Once again, just like making Brady and also their designs, there wasn't really a reason behind giving him a dog. I just gave him a dog, and her name is Bubbles, and I love her. She's a curly coated retriever, and she's very sweet. She's actually a hunter, which I didn't notice until now. But yeah, that's Brady. So thank you all very much for watching this point 0.5 episode of my 100 Baby Challenge. I hope to see you all in my actual start, which I will actually be recording right after I finish recording this. So I hope I will see you all there, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone!